Let's talk about those repetitive tasks. The ones that just eat up your day, that busy work that stops you from doing the stuff that actually matters. Well, today, we're going to build your very first AI agent with Salesforce Agentforce. I'm going to show you how you can start automating your way to a much, much more productive workday. But hang on, before we jump into any screens or settings, let's get one thing totally straight. This is not about code. Seriously, forget about code for a minute. The real secret to building a killer AI agent is getting the mindset right first. It's a completely new way of thinking about automation, and it's going to change the game for you. So let's picture this. You're buried under a mountain of customer support tickets, and they're all kind of the same. Simple billing questions, order status updates. You know the drill. They just drain the day. This is the exact kind of problem our AI agent is built for. It's like a specialist for those super time-consuming tasks.
And here's the absolute best way to frame this in your head. You are not just building a process. You are hiring and training a brand new digital employee. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't just throw a new hire into the deep end without any guidance, would you? Of course not. You've got to train them, give them a really clear purpose, and the right tools to get the job done. That training, it starts with the single most important thing you can possibly do: giving your agent one and only one crystal clear goal. A vague mission just leads to chaos and, frankly, unpredictable results. But a super specific, precise objective, that's what makes your agent ruthlessly efficient. Just look at the difference here. Handle customer issues. What does that even mean? It's a recipe for disaster. It could be anything. But automatically resolve invoice mismatch issues, now that is a clear, actionable mission. Your agent knows exactly what its job is. This level of focus is what separates a pretty good agent from a truly game-changing one. This right here is the golden rule. You have to remember this. A clear goal isn't just a nice-to-have, it is the foundation for everything else you're going to build. It's what makes sure your agent does exactly what you need it to, every single time. Okay, so we have a clear goal. Awesome. Now, let's get into the fun part, how the agent actually thinks. We can really break this down into two main pieces. First, how it even gets a task. And second, how it decides what to do. First up, let's talk about inputs and triggers. You can think of this like the starting gun in a race. It's that one specific event that yells at the agent, "Okay, time to wake up and get to work." It's the initial spark that kicks the whole process off. So what does an input look like? Well, it could be anything from a customer email that has a specific keyword in it to a new case getting created in Salesforce. The trick is to pick a trigger that is a super reliable and direct signal for the exact task you want the agent to handle. All right, so the agent has been triggered. Now it's time for its intelligence to kick in. This is what we call the reasoning phase. It's where the agent looks at all the information it's been given and starts making decisions about the next best step. So for our invoice agent, this might look like a series of questions it asks itself, like, okay, is this actually a billing issue or is it about shipping? Or is this invoice mismatch even valid? These questions literally create a decision tree that guides the agent and keeps it on the right path.
Okay, so our agent has a solid understanding of the problem. Now what? Well, it needs the tools to actually solve it, and that's where actions and data come into the picture.
Think of actions as the agent's superpowers. These are the things it can actually do to get the job done. It can run a Salesforce flow, it can execute some pretty complex Apex code, or it can even call out to an external API. Actions are what turn decisions into real results. For our invoice agent, an action could be something as simple as fetching data from a record, or it could be something more involved, like creating a brand new case and firing off a confirmation email. Each action is one concrete step towards solving that customer's problem. But here's the crucial part, so listen up. The tools provide the information, but it's the agent's reasoning that decides how to use it. The tools are there to support the agent's decisions. They don't make the decisions for it. That's a key difference. And get this, the agent isn't just stuck with Salesforce data. Nope, it can tap into a huge range of sources. We're talking external systems, data cloud, you name it, to get the full 360-degree view of what's going on. This is what makes it so incredibly powerful. All right, we have all the pieces of the puzzle, the goal, the mind, the toolkit. Now let's put it all together and see our agent in action. This is where the magic really happens. So let's follow the journey, step by step. First, a customer email comes in. That's our input. It triggers the agent. The agent then uses its reasoning. Aha, this is a billing issue. It uses a tool to go check the invoice data in the system. It finds a mismatch, more reasoning, and then it takes two critical actions. It creates a case for the finance team, and it sends a confirmation email back to the customer. And just like that, the problem is already being handled super fast and super efficiently.
So, what's the real secret to building an AI agent that actually works and doesn't just create more headaches? It all comes down to adopting what we call the Agentforce mindset. These simple rules will help you steer clear of the most common mistakes and really unlock the power of automation.
The Agentforce way is all about being specific. Instead of vague goals, you need clear, actionable missions. Instead of just automating for the sake of it, you need goal-driven processes. And maybe most importantly, you have to keep your complex business logic inside the actions, not in the agent's reasoning. The agent's job is to decide what to do. The action's job is to handle how it gets done.
Wow, we've covered a lot, but if there's one thing you take away from this, it's that you have the power to automate away all those tedious, repetitive tasks that are holding you back. So take a good look at your own workflow and ask yourself this: what process will your first agent solve?